Well, we continue to see these images out of Houston and the surrounding areas in Texas as people deal with severe flooding after Hurricane Harvey made landfall, gosh, almost a week ago now. That video you're looking at right now is from a friend of mine, Matt Spalding, as he returned to his flooded home in Houston. He joins us this morning via Skype. And Matt, we're so glad to hear that you and Emily and the kids are safe. Tell me, at what point did you guys know you had to get out?
Hey, April. So it was, I guess it was Sunday. I woke up around 8 a.m. I'd been up until late in the hours monitoring the storm, and I thought it looked all right. Woke up around 8 a.m. and saw that the water had come up a lot closer to the house than it ever had before. And at that point, you know, my wife and I started putting things up to avoid the water, and then packing our kids up and packing up all of our valuables and trying to prepare for things to come through. And then we kind of barricaded the front door, we barricaded the back door, and then we have a slider in the near the side, and the water slowly started seeping through that slider in the side, and that was when we really got worried. We used a bunch of towels and tried to sop it up as much as possible, and then I ran into my office to grab some more, and that was when I noticed that the water was coming up through the floorboards in my office. And then as I walked throughout the rest of the house, it was clear that it was coming up from the bottom and then through the doors, and there was nothing that we could do to stop it at that point. So that was when we bailed. We have some amazing neighbors, amazing friends and family neighbors all around, and our neighbors to the left, they have a 2-story house.
Yeah, can you kind of show us around here? Because we're seeing the pictures of what it looked like then, and now I can see behind you the blue sky and the sunshine. And I know you just returned to your house yesterday to start cleaning up. So yeah, flip the camera around. We'd love to see. Wow.
It's a beautiful skies now in Houston, and we're very thankful for that. We hope it doesn't get too hot today. That's all the cleanup work we did yesterday. I can show you where that came from in the house, but this is the neighborhood now. And you can see a lot of my neighbors have, stuff outside their house like we do. But when it was at its height on Sunday and I guess Monday, you couldn't see any concrete. You couldn't see any grass. It was just a lake with a bunch of houses in the middle. And yeah, it was nuts. My house was built in 1958 and had never flooded. Never. Through Tropical Storm Allison, Hurricane Ike, the Memorial Day floods in 2015, tax day floods last year, never flooded, never even got close.
Well, that brings up a question I wanted to ask you, is maybe you can take us a little bit inside your house too here. We're running out of time here, but I want to ask you, I know that folks along the coast, obviously in communities like Galveston, would have flood insurance, but do most people in the Houston area have flood insurance?
So we do. We're lucky that we purchased flood insurance, so we are somewhat safe there. I have friends who took way more damage than we did, and they don't have flood insurance. And if you're not in a floodplain, then you're not required to have it. And so a lot of people just said, well, our house is never flooded, so we're not going to get it. And so I've heard that a lot of people don't have it, and I don't know what remedy they're going to have. Yeah. I'm just kind of showing you. We had to rip up the floorboards and the drywall throughout to protect from molding. This is my son's room, and we're just.
So you and Emily and the kids, I imagine, are going to be living with your parents for a while. I imagine a lot of people in Houston are going to be staying with family for a while as well. How do you even start to get back to normal after something like this?
Yeah, there's really no playbook for this. We're kind of going based on our gut right now. We've called our insurance. We've asked them for guidance on what we can do, and we're gonna live with my parents until we can kind of figure it out. We've got to talk to the insurance adjuster and talk to FEMA and talk to contractors and just make do with what we got.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like you said, you're not alone. You've got lots of neighbors and friends who are going through the same thing. And Matt, we appreciate you taking time to talk with us and show us around here this morning. I know you've got a lot on your plate this week and a lot to do.
Yeah, we do.
Tell Emily and the kids we said hello, and let them know we're all praying for you guys here in Arizona.
Thank you so much, and it's good talking to you guys.
Thanks. You too, Matt.